Hey guys, welcome to Man City Fan TV. This is Kiam and this is another episode of FIFA Knows. So this week it's Aston Villa who will be facing the mighty Manchester City at Villa Park. So coming off the back of a fantastic derby win in the week, a great win at Old Trafford, 3-1, where we absolutely destroyed Manchester United. The boys are going to be confident, but we're going to face a tricky task, I think, down in the second city. I think Aston Villa is going to be a difficult game. I've actually gone for a narrow 2-1 victory to Manchester City in my predictions video. I think it will be a tight game. I think we will probably take the lead. I think Villa might peg us back, and then late on I think the quality that City have got will come through in the end, and we will snatch a victory at Aston Villa. I mean, the performance the other night at Old Trafford was superb. Bernardo, I think, will keep his place. Mahrez as well. I think the big names are going to perform again at Villa Park. And here we go. This is the team I've gone for. Ederson to return, Kyle Walker, Otamendi, Fernandinho and Mendy. I've gone for Rodri holding with KDB and Bernardo. And then I've gone for Riyad Mahrez, Aguero and Sterling. So Riyad Mahrez to keep his place, and Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. That being said, though, I think potentially David Silva may come back in. We might see Bernardo get pushed to the right-hand side and Mahrez get a rest. But who knows? It's very difficult to try and predict a Pep Guardiola team. So I'm not going to... Well, I have done it, but I'm not going to try and even say for a moment that I will be right. But here we go, Aston Villa. I mean, it's good to see Aston Villa back in the Premier League. They are a Premier League club, let's be honest. Got a fantastic support. But just like a lot of clubs, they're History FC. Here's Aguero. Aguero with the shot. Oh, straight away there, City on the attack. So let's see if FIFA can predict the score of Manchester City's next real-life fixture. Here comes Bernardo. Plays it into De Bruyne. Nearly. And Villa already hanging on. City 10 minutes in. We're putting all the pressure on. And Villa on the break now. Nice bit of defending there by Mendy. I thought Mendy was, I don't know, he was a little frustrating at Old Trafford the other night. I thought at times he did okay. But some of the back passes he was doing at the beginning of the game were just crazy. They were so dangerous. I mean, there was two United attackers and he just do a back pass to Bravo and it was just a scramble to clear the ball. But if you watch Mendy playing it, I was having a discussion with Andy the other day, and Andy thought Mendy played quite well at Old Trafford. He thought I was being a little bit harsh. But if you watch Mendy, he's so one-footed. He really is very one-footed. So when the ball gets into a tight area where he needs to react quickly, he can only turn one way. And sometimes that means the attackers can close him down because they know exactly which way he's going to turn because he's all left-footed. And I think, I don't know, that worries me. I think we might have to get a better left back eventually. Sorry to say it, but we might have to do it. And that being said, I mean, Mendy was great when he first came on the scene and he was great at Monaco, so he might just need a little bit of time to recover from the injury. But 24 minutes gone on this FIFA Knows. Corner to City, De Bruyne to knock this one in. It's a header. Oh, Aguero there nearly got his head on it. Gotta say, it's a little bit of a kit clash for me playing, because you've got Villa in the dark kit, City in the black kit. Is Aguero with a shot? Oh, how the defender managed to get on that. It's all City. Here comes De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a shot. Tried a long distance rasper there. Didn't quite come off. I mean, what a goal that was the other night by Bernardo. Bubblegum at Old Trafford. What a fantastic strike. I mean, that goal pretty much set the momentum, didn't it, for the rest of the game? I mean, United were in the game really. They had a couple of opportunities at the beginning, and then Bernardo with that thunderbolt just ended it. As soon as that went in the top corner, the United heads just went down, and they knew they were going to be on the back end of a bit of a spanking. Here's De Bruyne, plays it to Kyle Walker, into Aguero. Here's De Bruyne, nice bit of play. Kevin De Bruyne with a low shot, tipped round the post by the Villa goalkeeper. Aston Villa hanging on. And there's a defender there for Villa, Tyrone Mings. I rate Tyrone Mings. I think he'd be a great lad to take a chance on. He's a big unit, proven in the Premier League, but unfortunately he doesn't have a fancy name, so I don't think we'll sign him. And most people now, Sterling, most people now don't want to go looking around the Premier League and these lower teams. They just want the big name straight away, ready-made from Juventus or wherever. But I think that's a mistake. I mean, you look at Liverpool, they went shopping around, they bought Sadio Mane from Southampton, even Van Dijk from Southampton. They went out and bought the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain, who was out of favour at Arsenal. James Milner, who was a reject for City. Even the likes of Robertson, 8 million from Hull. So they've picked up these bargains, and they've actually benefited from it. So I think City should slightly adjust. De Bruyne there, nice bit of play. Back to... Here's De Bruyne, can he finish? Oh, what's this goalkeeper doing? He's doing everything he can to stop us. Having the game of his life. Look at that, Kevin De Bruyne there, fired from point-blank range. I think it's Tom Heaton, the Villa goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Tom Heaton, or am I thinking of Burnley? It's a corner to City. The latter stages of this half. We're in injury time. The header, can anyone get on that? And it's the keeper again, and it is Heaton. And I think that's going to be it for this half. I think it's going to be 0-0 at Villa Park. Oh, it's still another opportunity. Oh, there would have been if I didn't miscontrol it. So there we go on this FIFA Knows. It's half time. It's 0-0 at Villa Park. And let's be honest, we want to beat Aston Villa just because Stan Collymore is an Aston Villa fan. Cannot stand Stan Collymore. He's the most bitter football pundit I think I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know why, but it just grates on me. He's got his Liverpool connections, as we know. But for some reason, he's really got it in for Manchester City. So I like to beat Aston Villa just to beat Stan Collymore. I mean, let's be honest, the league title's over now. We're not going to catch Liverpool. Although in my Premier League predictions, if you've seen the video on the channel, and do go over and look at the Premier League predictions video on Man City Fan TV, you will see I have gone for a 1-1 Tottenham Liverpool 1-1 this weekend. I think Liverpool will actually drop points, but I don't think it's really going to affect the title race. So here's Rodri into Walker, into De Bruyne, plays it back. Oh, tried to do a back heel. Not the move to make there, and we're short now, and Villa are on the break. Ball comes wide, here's El Ghazi. I think he's going to go out of play. A sloppy bit of play there left us short. Ederson back in goal. I think we will see Ederson back in goal this weekend. Bravo's had a few games, but I think it's time to get Ederson in. I mean, Bravo, he's done an okay job, but let's be honest, he's not as good as Ederson. And I think the players around him, the defenders, are a lot more settled when Ederson's playing. This could be a good through ball. Bernardo, and 1-0 City. Bernardo Silva, bubblegum, does it again, just like he did at Old Trafford. Not quite as spectacular, but it's a fantastic goal. Patient play. Kevin De Bruyne plays the through ball, and Bernardo smacks it past Tom Heaton. We've had to be patient for that one, but it's come, and City take the lead at Villa Park. Superb. Nothing the keeper could do about that one. He's had a great game as well, but Bernardo, the man of the moment, hopefully Bernardo's coming back to his best. There was signs of it, wasn't there, at Old Trafford the other night? Just little glimpses of the Bernardo Silva from last season. So hopefully that's what we're going to see more of as the season moves into the business end. We go into the Champions League games. We want to see the old Bernardo Silva, the one that we know he can be. And I think all of the the racism and the tweets and things, and whatever rights and wrong of it, I'm not going to comment on that, but I think it did have an impact on him. That's for sure. There we go, Kevin De Bruyne into Rodri, back to De Bruyne. So we're controlling this game. Villa haven't been able to muster up any chances, really. Here's De Bruyne. Oh, good tackle there on him. Just about to unleash the shot. That's a good ball through. So Villa are just trying to step up a little, but not really a threat at the moment. Into Benjamin Mendy. And Sterling could be away here. Rapid Sterling round the back. Look at that for a ball. Back to Bernardo. Sterling. And he's offside, Raheem Sterling. And that's one man who does need to sharpen up on his finishing. At Old Trafford the other night, probably the most frustrating player on the pitch. And he didn't have a bad game. I mean, he was still running at Wan-Bissaka. He was occupying him. He was getting round Wan-Bissaka as well. He created a lot. But when it comes to finishing, it just sometimes his concentration, it's just shocking. And I had visions the other night of United actually coming back. It was similar to the game at the Etihad a couple of seasons back when we were going to win the league. And we were 2-0 up at half-time. But if you remember that first half, we had 5-6 open nets. Sterling was missing chance after chance. And that title should have been wrapped up at half-time. And instead, he missed all those chances. De Bruyne gets a second goal for City. There we go, 2-0 City. But yeah, Sterling missed all them chances, and then Pogba ended up scoring a couple, and United obviously won the game, which was a bit of a nightmare. But there we go, 2-0, Kevin De Bruyne. Here on FIFA Knows, I will take this. If this is the result at Villa Park this weekend, I'll be very happy. Because Villa are strong, they're not an easy team to play against. They're well organised. They've got a bit of quality. I mean, McGinn is a good player. The lad up front, Wesley, is a handful. So they're going to be difficult to play against. I'll take 2-0. I mean, I can't see it being 2-0. Like I say, I've gone for 2. I just can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I think our defence is a little bit shaky, shall we say. I'm not the biggest fan of our defence at the moment, and I'll be very glad to see Laporte start. And here we go, Sterling's in. Now what can his finishing do? Oh, he's offside. Thought he was in. Offside. But yeah, no, I was chatting to Andy, and he thought I was being harsh on the defence. I was being a bit overly critical. But I think the derby the other night, even though we dominated the game, United were knocking through balls at the beginning. And they could have, taken a couple of those if they were a little bit sharper with the finishing. We would have been punished. There's no pace at all. The ball over the top, and the defence just disappears. So I will be very happy when Laporte is back and the team settles. And here comes Riyad Mahrez. I think Aguero's coming in. Oh, Aguero was on the edge of the box, but he couldn't get it to him. And there we go. So, game over. FIFA knows Manchester City against Aston Villa, and it ends 2-0 to Manchester City. Pep's a happy man. The City boys are celebrating on the Aston Villa turf. And let's be honest, I will take a 2-0 victory this weekend. What a fantastic result that would be for the Blues. And we can continue what has been a great week. So if you're going down to Villa Park, Blues, do have a safe journey. I wish you all the very best. Enjoy the game, and let's hope City can bring home the 3 points. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. hit the like button, hit subscribe and the bell notification, and we will see you again soon. Take care.